right. If you see Jeff, have him come up to the bandstand when he gets a chance here in the next song or two. We're gonna put him on the spot rather. He's gonna give everyone a quick lesson on how to play Concertina. Well, all right. Instead, how about singing a song? Would that work instead?
Okay, Jeff's gonna sing Wanju Polka. Wanda's Polka.
Jedźcie mi Wandziu, że słońcu biwała, Jasina jałodka jagody zbierała, jagody zbierała, cisza nas zawoła, na spotkania Jasiu, odcyka młodego.
We're not going to let him go away. He's going to. How about introducing yourself to the folks and let them know who you perform with and where you were last night?
Hold on. Is there a light on me now? Well, my name's Jeff Marashik, and we come all the way from Pulaski, and I play with the New Generation Band. We were playing in the ballroom last night. You bet.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you very much.
Hi, Stacy.
We'd love to have Troy Sabatini come up. Ralph's son, play some drums for us, please. Troy Sabatini.
Here it comes. You know, earlier on the bandstand, we had a gentleman up here. I'm not sure where he went, but he is currently the International Polka Association president, also concertina player with polka country musicians. Mr. Chris Bogdan was on the bandstand a little bit ago, so we missed him. If you see him, please. Oh, he's at the bar. Oh, there he is. Okay, so he found a better job. He's at the bar. Dave Dombrowski's wearing off.
Okay, we're gonna do another tune called Windy City Polka.
They go there when it rains.
Thank you. Okay, we got another instrumental song called The Two Keys Polka. Two Keys.
We're gonna introduce this gentleman back here on drums real quick. And he's gonna actually introduce himself.
Troy Sabatini, Ralph Sabatini's son. We don't look much alike, but we both play drums, so thank you.
All right, Troy, thanks.
Two keys and then go to
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you all having a great time here this afternoon?
Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
Do you all love the concertina?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you this question. How many folks here are members of the World Concertina Congress? How many folks? All right, that's not enough. So what I'm asking you to do, ladies and gentlemen, for just a small donation, there's applications on the tables. There's some applications by the front door. We've got some applications up here if you're looking for one. For just $10, ladies and gentlemen, for $10, you can join the World Concertina Congress as a booster. Help keep some of these wayward concertina players off the streets, out of the bars, and at home playing their concertinas. The World Concertina Congress supplies so many benefits to these musicians. There's music online, there's history, there's historical information there. They're constantly promoting this instrument for recognition and for preservation so that there'll be concertina jams far into the future. So I'm asking you, please, ladies and gentlemen, for just a $10 donation to the World Concertina Congress. There's applications all over, and if you don't see one or you don't have one, we've got some at this front table over here. We'd ask you if you'd please do that. You can also do it online, but if you have it here today, that's even better. Just $10. That's just pennies a day. It's the cost of 2 Starbucks coffees if you get the small. Also, all these musicians up here, did anyone bring a concertina for sale or to trade or any instruments? Does anybody bring one this year? No? We've got some concertina straps. If any concertina player or anybody at home needs some straps, so we've got concertina straps for sale here today. So if anyone's looking for that, we've got it in the back here. Right now, I'm going to turn the microphone over to my good friend and also a fellow Concertina Hall of Famer, Mr. Rich Zabrowski, ladies and gentlemen, to do our last presentation of the afternoon.
I don't think Dave knew that I was going to do this, so he was way too calm. So I have to thank Eddie. He handed me a bio, and I'm not sure who's this guy that wrote this. Chet GPT. Chet? Is there a Chet in the house? Oh, Chat GPT. Okay. All right, folks. Real quick, I'm going to go ahead and read off here, but I want to say a couple words just from the heart off the cuff, real quick. Dave and I first shared a stage in 1981, and at that time I knew I was in the presence of a great guy. So let me read this. Dave Morris has been a respected figure in the polka music community for over 5 decades. A self-taught musician from Monongahela, Charleroi, Pennsylvania area, he first picked up the accordion at age 19 and joined his first polka band as a young man eager to play in the early 1970s. After watching Charlie Tansik, one of his early idols, perform on the concertina, Dave was so inspired that he purchased one of his own and taught himself to play. So this is interesting because Dave started out as an accordion player, took lots of lessons on that, so had a good foundation of music, and then just fell in love with the concertina. So he just took off with that. Dave quickly distinguished himself as one of the first musicians in Western Pennsylvania to truly master the Chemnitzer concertina, playing it not merely in a few keys, but as a full-range instrument. He was an original member of the Sounds, founded in 1977, and served also as a concertina player with many bands throughout those years. Over the course of the career, Dave has performed with remarkable roster of bands, including the Polka Dynamics, the Invictus, you've heard that name a lot here in Western Pennsylvania today. Jimmy Weber and the Sounds, the New Brass, the New Brass. Well, he wanted to be with the New Brass. That's the title. He filled in one time. That counts, all right. The Dynatones, Eddie Blazonczyk and the Versatones, Vinny and the New Sounds, the Boys, the New Tones, and currently performing with Blue Magic. So his artistry is captured on 19 recordings. And if you thought you heard a familiar sound of a concertina here today, this is the same C box or A box, depending where you're from, that Dave used on all 19 of those recordings in his career. So that's got that remarkable same sound that we all just come to. Remarkable, it is. It's great. I can tell if somebody wrote it. No, that's mine. All right. All right, these recordings have earned Dave and his bandmates numerous honors from the International Polka Association, the United States Polka Association, and he was twice nominated for a Grammy Award with his recordings. Also, he has appeared on television programs, a polka variety show from Cleveland, Ohio, and the Let's Polka with the Boys. Dave is praised for his distinctive style, and for those of you that are maybe not as familiar with Concertina as others, I think Dave's the person that brought the popping push to the forefront of polka music. A lot of other guys do the full finger push, a lot of guys don't push at all, and Dave's the popper. He's our original Western PA popper. Well, Jerry Garlick did, but nobody really paid attention until you did this. He's also very humble. Did I forget to tell you that? All right, behind the stage, Dave has dedicated himself to growing and preserving the Concertina tradition. Earlier, I introduced you to Jeff back here, and Jeff is just one of the many gentlemen in the world that Dave has taught Concertina to, or at least inspired people to learn how to play Concertina. So, I guess the rest of this we could probably let that go, because they don't know about you doing. What's that? The bottom line, you got to read that? Oh, that's right, you can read about it online, so yeah. So right now, folks, I'd like to bring up to the microphone and award him with this well-deserved award for all of his many, many years of playing concertina, promoting concertina, encouraging concertina players, selling concertinas, and just all around Mr. Concertina, Dave Morris.
Mo, Mo,
Hey Mo, hey Mo. All right, so I'm going to read this. You may not get a chance to read it. It's pretty similar language to what you heard earlier, but Dave Morris has earned as a merited member into this Hall of Fame by the World Concertina Congress. Dave, congratulations.
Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Rich. That was very nice. I'd like to thank the World Concertina Congress for this prestigious award. And I have to thank my family, my wife especially, for her love and support over the last 45 years. Something like that. Anyway, my family, my three granddaughters, Mila, Alina, Bria, and my son-in-law, and my two daughters, Kayla and Dana and Kayla. I'd like to thank them. And also want to thank my good friend Jeff Pompanio for the kind biography. Also Mike Matuzik and Jimmy Weber, and of course my lovely wife Stacy for all her support. I couldn't have did it without her. And I'll have to say in closing that if somebody would have told me 53 years ago that I'd still be playing in my 70s, I'd say there's no way. But thank to my family and thank to God that I'm still able to do this at this time. So thank you again for everything. I appreciate it.
There you go, Mo. Mo.
All right, now I'm going to say one thing about Dave that this is probably, if he had known I was going to do this, didn't want me to. Back in the days in the early 80s, I said when I played with the Sounds alongside of Dave was in the process of building his house. And when I say in the process of building it, Dave built it. I mean, from the ground up. So he'd show up to the jobs we were supposed to play at night. His fingers were all bloody. I mean, literally from laying block and smashing his finger with the hammer and everything else like that. And he never complained once and played the job flawlessly. So, big round for Dave.
I was young and stupid back then. I didn't know any better, but thank you, Rich. Appreciate that.
I didn't realize what time it was too, if I failed to mention this. So not only is Dave, recipient today being inducted in the Hall of Fame, but how about a big round of applause for doing a wonderful job of our host today for the World Concertina Congress supported Steve Littman Jam Session. Steve, two keys. D. All right, we're going to do a song for you right now. Stacy and myself on the vocal. This is a tune that we actually recorded with the Newtones a number of years ago. So we hope you enjoy this. If you know the words, sing along with us. If you don't know the words, just make some noise. That'll make us sound better.
Ja jestem pijany wszystko, a ja przecież nic nie piję. Nikt narodu za wszystko, a ja przecież nic nie piję. Nikt narodu za wszystko.
Wasze skatro mój bracicie, a kieliszek mój jasno znam. A małączka przyjaciółka, od muzyki przyniosła.
Alrighty, Stacy Wilbers.
Thank you, Rich and Stacy. We'd like to do another instrumental called Zip Zip. Before I do that, I have a little story. Whenever Eddie called me up to do this host show,
Well, yeah,
he said,
okay.
we're going to change it up a little bit.
Okay,
I said,
all
"What's
right,
that, Eddie?"
good
He
enough.
said, well, you got to dance while you play. And I thought about it for a minute. I
After
said,
this
"All
tune,
right.
I'm gonna head up anyway.
If you dance alongside me, I'll do it." And he thought for a minute, he goes, well, maybe that's not such a good idea. We'll just skip that. And by the way, Eddie, thanks for the mugshot walking into the lounge, into the lobby. He said they're in urinals too, but I didn't see
They
that.
are.
Okay, we're going to do a song called Zip Zip instrumentally.
okay, Jerry? Be careful.
Got it in front of me. That's where it belongs. See everybody later.
Okay, for sure. Take care.
Hey, folks, before we get too far to the end of this jam, I want to thank and congratulate Mr. Dave Morris. Thank you so much for being our host this year, Dave. I appreciate it. Well, I'm disappointed you didn't dance. But ladies and gentlemen, tonight you're performing with Blue Magic. He'll be on stage tonight. How many folks are going in the hall tonight to watch Blue Magic and Ryan O'Brien? Well, let me tell you, when Dave puts those shoulder straps on, there's some dancing a-coming, and you don't want to miss it. So, the dancing concertina player, he's going to be performing tonight, and also, this is my last pitch here, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, just $10. Just $10 can support a wayward concertina player for yet another year. And these wonderful Hall of Fame presentations and inducting and preserving and honoring so many of these great concertina players, that supports all those things. So if anyone would like to join as a booster, please do that. If you'd like to join as a musician, you can do a lifetime membership, or you can do a $10 booster. It's much